And welcome to episode 4 of Free Talk. It's me, Connor, and I'm joined today with...
Hi, I'm Anthony. How you doing?
I'm Jeff. How are you doing?
And we've got Jeff, apparently.
We've got surprise Jeff.
A G off.
No, it's Goef.
It's Gwef.
Yep.
So,
all right.
oh, well, that was a bit awkward. I think we'll just start off by saying why there wasn't a podcast last week. Well, technically there was like 3 podcasts because it fucked up 3 times.
Yeah,
We meshed
3
it in-
separate things.
It was meshed into one bodcast with all the bits of video clips we had, and then it decided, hey, no, I'm gonna corrupt on you, because
Nice.
obviously that day was going swimmingly as it was recording that podcast.
Oh, everything was just going to plan, just so well. Lol.
It was
Just
possibly the
awful.
greatest cast ever.
Didn't we get like 40 minutes in on like the third part and it just died?
Yep. At that point, I wanted to
Oh.
just bury me head somewhere.
Yeah, so it messed up. We did have one. Well, we were trying to do one. I ended up with just eating pizza and that. So at least something good came out of it.
Maybe.
So we can maybe start off with some Prem talk. Do you think?
Ooh.
Maybe talk about the Prem because obviously it's Saturday today.
Yep,
And,
games playing as we speak, I think.
Yeah, is there any particular big games of notice?
I'm going to have a look.
Because I know the most important match is tomorrow. So
Well, Arsenal's already versed Everton today in the 1-2-0 with that guy Welb's goal and Alex Iwobi.
what you mean? Well,
Well,
as everyone calls him, even though he scores when he wants. He doesn't really chip in that much.
Chelsea West Ham's playing.
Right? Is that currently
0-0.
like half time or anything?
No,
or
it's
is it
just
started?
just kicked off.
Oh right.
Palace and Leicester's playing. That's potential to be a big game.
Aye.
Stoke and Watford battle for mid-table.
If Leicester win, won't they go 8 points clear?
Think so. Spurs aren't playing today, so yeah.
Yeah.
Then
That could be a crucial match. Like.
for us, West Brom need to beat Norwich just to put a bit of pressure. And Swansea versus Villa, so let's be honest, that game's pretty much...
Yeah. Ideally, we want Villa to win because then obviously that pushes Swansea further down.
To be honest, I don't even know what Swansea is anymore.
They're a place above us. aren't they?
16th.
Yeah. They're on like 33 and we're on 25, aren't we?
Yeah.
So,
I suppose... well, I don't think it'd be a bit trivial if they won or lost, because I think there's that many points ahead. It's like...
yeah. So is that all the matches, or is there any more?
The rest are all getting played tomorrow.
Alright, so what's your predictions for the Leicester match, considering they could potentially win the league?
I'm going to say they're going to win this game 3-0 against Palace.
3-0, what about you, Lee?
It's Palace. I don't know. 'Cause Palace have a at the moment pretty much scoring in every game, like going 1-0 up and then losing. So I think 2-1.
2-1-2, who?
Leicester.
Right. I'm gonna say 1-0 to Leicester. I think they're gonna like just win.
Little smash a grabby.
Yeah, like what Man United used to do back in the day when they were decent. Lol. So they used to just like score like the 80th minute or whatever and just like nick the match, and I reckon that's what's gonna happen. So we can maybe talk about the Sunderland match, which is tomorrow.
What match is that?
Oh yeah, that kind of it is in fact the El Clasico of the Northeast.
Middlesbrough versus Hartlepool.
Exactly, the sold out stadium. Now it's Sunderland versus Newcastle at St James's. And would you say that this is the most important derby in quite a long time in terms of sort of staying in the league and like points wise?
Possibly. It's up there.
I don't know about yous, but I'm like really nervous. I'm like quietly confident, but I'm like really nervous at the same time.
I'm absolutely terrified.
Yeah. Well, last few derbies I've been terrified. This time I'm just gonna be I'm just gonna stay anxious. I'm not even thinking about it.
Just like hide under the quilt while you're watching it until something happens.
I'll just cry myself to sleep. I'll just do that.
That's probably the best thing to do.
Maybe.
So I think we've got Defoe and everyone's fit, so we should have a fully strength team. But what do you think about Benitez going there? Do you think he's going to make any difference, or?
I'm gonna say no. He's a good
I'm
man.
going to agree with you.
He's
I
a
don't
good
think he will.
tactical manager, but he isn't a man manager. It's like you cannot rely on tactics when you're in the
He's
dog.
used to a lot better players as well.
When you're in the doghouse, though, you need
Yeah.
more than just tactics. You need to know how to motivate your players, get them to play for you.
Exactly. And Sam Allardyce has done that really well this season.
So I think managerially, I think Sunderland have the advantage on that front. But you cannot write Benitez out of it because he is a I don't like
He
him
has
that
got,
much.
he
as
has
a
got a
manager.
track record, like.
Yeah, he has a track record, but he isn't my favourite manager of, to be honest. So.
Yeah. I mean, you cannot beat a big Sam Allardyce, like, he's a bit of a beast.
Can't they?
Back in the day when he was on that TV show, and what was it called? Was that football, Harchester United? A TV show.
I can vaguely remember that.
He was, I remember.
Is that
How
like
long
that
ago
fake
was this?
Is it like that fake non-league team? Or something?
Yeah,
That was amazing.
Yeah, it was like a TV
comedy
show.
Yeah.
Alright.
was it?
Was he proper, like, balling then?
Was it
like,
Fantasy United or something?
I don't know. I think it was what you said before.
I know the club was Harchester, but I can't remember
Yeah.
what the TV show was called. It was a pretty good show, though, to be fair.
It was probably fantasy.
Did they show a lot of heart?
They did.
Nice.
Unfortunately, not enough chest, so.
Exactly, there was. Well, it depends if it's the men or the female team.
I don't
you know?
care, mate,
Well, so what's the predictions then? Connor, do you want to go first?
I'm going to say it's a 2-1 Sunderland win with Fabio Barini, and I have a feeling Cornet is going to come up with a header. Honestly, Cornet, me boy.
Bozzini.
Yep.
Alright. What about you, Lee?
I think we're going to recall Virginia and he's going to score a hat-trick.
Wow. Put him as like the lone striker.
To be fair, I haven't seen anyone, like, when doing predictions, I haven't seen anyone, like, consider the fact it could be a draw. And I think it will be, so.
Yeah, to be honest with you,
One.
yeah, I'm actually going to agree with Lee and say it's going to be a 1-1. I want Sunderland to win 2-1 like Connor.
I don't know,
But-
just helpful.
No, it's not
I just think that Newcastle might show some actual desire this time.
Well, they did
Not
last time, but we still beat them somehow.
Yeah. Because I think the penalty goal and the red card like really messed them up in the last match.
With Kabul crossing like Beckham. Fucking delivery like that.
was that the Stevie Fletcher captain?
It was.
It's good.
But,
I've recently watched that match again. Just get myself hyped up.
Oh man, if we win this though, it'll be absolute hashtag scenes, as everyone says these days.
I love the fact even if we draw it, we're still going to be like undefeated and like fucking
Yeah. a
7.
draw or a win, I'm okay with that, you know.
I would
But
want
if
to
we
win, like,
lose,
just,
then
like I don't want to leave this to the last day of the season again. It's bloody Heartbreak City.
exactly. And you don't want to have an achy breaky heart.
I was just about to make that joke.
beat you to it.
Billy Ray.
So who do you think will be the better team though? Like, do you think it'll be all Sunderland again, or
I have a feeling both teams are going to show up. I feel like I think they're going to match each other.
I kind of feel like it might be one-sided. I think, as bad as this is, I think Newcastle might get the first goal. Then I think we'll dominate the rest of the game, get a goal, and draw 1-1.
Well, if you look at the stats, in the last 6 games, they've only managed to score 1 goal.
But we had big Pantilimon in for some of them. So now we've just got Minone, who's good, but he's not 6'7" or whatever Pantilimon was.
He's got Cornet, who's pretty. He's just like a.
Minone could use his like Italian Jewish nose to block the ball.
That would be a great idea.
Because it is quite a big nose. So, God damn it. So, do you want to talk about the controversy that's been happening?
Ooh. Yeah, recently in the Europa League, there's been Manchester versus Liverpool, as everyone knows. But pretty
Didn't
much.
watch it. Did anyone watch this? Or?
Yes, me. I watched the first leg when I was at work, and I watched the second leg when.
I don't think you should be admitting that on the podcast.
I probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna. But yeah, and then.
What a rebel.
But basically, it's just I watch it, You see the fans the way they go at each other. It's like fair enough. You can be rivals, bit of banter, bit of whatever.
It's not
you
a
call it.
rivalry though, and it annoys us.
I know it's a league rivalry.
banter.
That's all it is. It's an old league rivalry.
Always
which-
goes back to the bloody Civil War.
I know but it's
Cavemen.
yeah, but it's I don't know. It's not what football is. Being
It
malicious.
isn't.
It's
It's like the Celtic Rangers thing. Like it's just like it goes beyond football. It's religion, and it's like this needs to calm down a bit. You know what I mean? Calm down, fuck hell.
don't calm down. son.
It's a bit mental. Like, didn't you say they had like banners and stuff up?
Yeah,
Like,
say murderers and it was just there's a video of Liverpool fans in Old Trafford. They're like ripping the seats up and like fighting in the stands, ripping flags down and that.
they must be pretty strong because them seats are bolted into the concrete, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. That's what I'm impressed with. I'm like, how the hell?
They must have had like a big brute guy, like you see on
Oh,
these
yeah.
like video games, where he's like bald and muscly.
I can barely pick up a dining room chair. Never mind a bloody.
This guy must be hitting the gym pretty hard, like
Oh yeah,
either that or steroids. It's
that's hit miss.
So was that the only controversy? Just the Hillsborough thing?
Well, it's
or
pretty
was
much just references to that, and then just
Was it just like was the fights and like flares and that?
yeah, pretty. It was just. It's like why, just why?
Like why flares?
It's like we're not in like Turkey.
Exactly. So if you're throwing flares, like you might as well throw like smoke grenades, and make it like a riot or something. Go full out.
Like the Mexican derbies where like people run on the pitch and stab the players and that.
Yeah, like in Brazil when
Or like the
referees are
Boca Juniors River Plate.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm sure at that point it's gonna cause a war. Like they're just gonna have like guns and everything. Mental. Oh, did you hear about? I know this is really random, but a ref in like Bolivia, I think, got like killed on the pitch. Like people like
Why is
they
that?
like stabbed him or something.
Yeah, there was a video recently of an Italian referee, like it's like the Italian third division.
Oh, is that where like some guy did like a shit kick on him?
Shit, he was getting the town on his leg.
Now, like he had all the time in the world to like get a good kick, and he like sort of like almost fell over.
Hey,
It's
like
come on,
he half-assed it. It's like, oh, if you're gonna
come on, fam, what are you doing?
if you're gonna roundhouse someone,
You've got to get the technique right.
it's like
you know?
my logic when like you're about to get sent off from the ref for like no reason. It's like, oh, you might as well do something to get warranted now.
You might as well do like a jumping 2 foot from behind.
Or kick off a bit, or like kick a few things, you know, kick up a fuss.
So what do you think of the next draw then? Because aren't Liverpool going up against Dortmund?
Yes, El Clopico.
El Clopico.
That's what it's dubbed.
That honestly sounds like some out of like My Little Pony or something.
Sounds like an ice cream.
It does, doesn't it? I'll have a 2-scoop El Clopico, please.
The guy like Rio just looks at you like, what the hell's going on?
Let's be honest. His 99's like $3.99. He can fuck off.
God, that's when you know the apocalypse is coming.
Stupid man. Crazy cakes.
Oh, shit.
So, what did you think of Dortmund, like, beating Tottenham? I thought Tottenham might have done a little bit better, to be honest.
Oh no, Dortmund know this rodeo. They should be in the Champions League, not Euro.
Yeah. It's funny with Dortmund, because they keep, like, sort of switching between, like, really good and, like, absolutely shocking.
All you hear from them though this season, was it Aubameyang, Rice?
It is mostly Aubameyang, yeah. But I suppose he is a bit of a beast, like. I remember getting him on FIFA 13 when he was at Saint Etienne, I think.
Yeah, sitting at the end.
And I got him up to like 89 rated and like sold him like Juventus or something.
He wasn't sin.
Absolute god. But I mean, I don't really watch the Bundesliga anymore, so I don't really know what's going on
If
there.
I have time, I'll like catch a game because
They're good games, but I just don't care about the league because it's just they might as well just have Bayern Munich there. They're never going to lose the title. You know what I
very
mean?
rare.
It's like maybe Wolfsburg might come close because they're really solid. Them
They're so solid, but yet they still don't really. Do anything.
aren't really like sort of like knocking it out the park. I mean, they've got some quality players in that, and then obviously they've got the traitor Naldo who left Werder Bremen.
Nicholas Bentner.
Does he still play for them? Does he?
I think so.
All right, cool. I'm not sure. So you've gotten here about the Euros. Who, like, do you know the actual full like selection, or do you just know? Like,
I know, like, obviously there's the
only one I heard is Drinkwater.
yeah, Danny Drinkwater and Jamie Vardy's
Oh.
both been called up.
Oh, nice.
Roy Hodgson's like,
If Johnny Drinkwater does well, he might be able to drink something else than water.
To
maybe
be
a bit
fair-
champagne
No,
or something.
didn't Danny Welbeck get called up though?
I think he did, aye.
Even though
Oh,
played, like,
he's
30 games
useless.
last season.
He's absolutely useless.
Thing is,
I like Danny Welbeck.
oh, he's a
but
good player.
it does me tits in where like he's played 3 games all season. He gets in the team. Like I know it's quite a West Ham thing saying that your players should be in the Europa League. Look at Mighty Nubs. But like what about Defoe? There's plenty of other English
Yeah.
strikers who played all
No,
season.
I argue this all the time. Jermaine Defoe, 14 goals in all competition. Look at his age. He's still in with the goals. He's one of the highest ever Premier League goal scorers.
And that's goals in a shit team with shit service.
Exactly.
Yeah. Alright.
It's like, fair enough, Vardy. He's having a
Some
good
player,
season, but he's not
It's
proven.
it's people like Danny Welbeck and Sturridge that annoy me who've been injured most of the season.
But isn't it mostly based on just reputation
Yeah.
for England?
To be honest, though, I think Danny Drinkwater deserves a call up because last few he's always been a
Drinkwater.
solid player,
Solid, isn't he? He's what is he like, a centre mid or CDM?
like whole midfield, I think.
Bit of both. He used to play. He was notorious when I think he played for Leeds or something like that. He used to get sent off all the time.
Nice. We need like a Lee Catmull for England who just like will
Yeah.
snap your legs.
I should tell you the reason why we'll never get one. Because the way Roy Hodgson sets out his team, he always expects
It's the way
I
anyone
don't,
sets
I don't
up.
like him.
They don't
He's-
play-
I don't think he's a good manager.
they don't play a formation that suits Catmull. They always play like a 4-2-3-1 where he wants his 2 midfielders to be like Wilshere's and.
To be fair, if you need a proper like defensive midfielder though, who's English, like that will be there. Like,
There's not many others you can go calling to.
there's a couple, but like, and who've probably got a better reputation or a better like, clean sheet record or whatever. But as in like not getting booked and whatever. But he's on his day, he's damn good. As a defensive midfielder, like.
I think N'Golo Kante also got called up to the French squad
Oh, that's good.
from Leicester.
Very good.
Let's be honest.
I hate Leicester. It's not even a bitter thing. Like I just dislike them thoroughly. None of their players are particularly likable. They all seem like massive dicks. Get Danny
Alright.
Simpson and that. And,
Well, he's just a knob, isn't he?
and
He's notorious for being a cunt.
Vardy's a bit of a cunt as well.
He does look like Chav, like. He looks like he'll still wear like Lecoq Sportif and
They've
like.
got loads of good thugs in the team.
I tell you that Ozaki, I like that player. I used to watch. I liked him in the Bundesliga. He was a good player.
I like Okazaki, but I like loads of Asian players just because I think they're male.
They
Like
actually are.
Jadon Wong's still one of my favourite players, even though he was terrible.
Huming Sung, yeah, he's a
And
great
what
player.
about Shinji Nakamura?
Park Chu Young, who played.
Oh, Nakamura,
Yeah.
the Celtic legend.
You remember that free kick you did against Man United?
Yeah,
What a beast. Oh man, I used to be sick on like Pez.
he did.
You used to get him and like Janino.
Yeah.
Like,
Remember Kazuki
Oh.
Honda when he was like a.
Oh, Kasuki Honda's amazing. I love him a bit.
I used to get like Janino, Nakamura, and Marcos Asuncao, and have a free kick.
That's insane.
Asuncao was amazing. But how come we always get back to Pez, like the old Pez's?
I don't know. I guess it's just.
Just the quality back then was awesome. So should we maybe go on to pardon me. We maybe go on to the wrestling if you wanna. Jump
Yeah.
Oh god.
We've got Roadblock here. We'll just skip over that. That was terrible.
Can we just do a quick thing that me and Nance normally do? Shit name again.
Oh yeah, Roadblock. It sounds like TNA came up with the idea.
With relation to wrestling, I don't know if either of you've had this, but have you seen the leaked footage of Roman Reigns' entrance on SmackDown?
No, what?
I've heard
was it?
rumours that he got booed out the
He got
building.
booed out the building, and like what WWE's been doing is going around deleting people's YouTube videos and like Twitter videos and that who have been posting
Yeah.
it.
Wow.
Like, getting them
SmackDown.
banned and that.
SmackDown, the edit.
And then you heard it, and he had like the loudest cheers in the world, when, like on the like edited version. Like
No, get
do
that.
that during his promos as well, because everyone just falls asleep during his promos.
Like, I don't know what grounds they have to delete. like people's videos.
It's protecting their image, isn't it?
Well, there's no
But
grounds though.
it's like, it annoys me because it's like fuck free speech. You'll like who we want you to like.
Exactly. Thing is though, it's like what law?
It's very Vince McMahon.
It's like they could say, "Oh yeah, no flash photography," but you are allowed to take pictures. You're allowed to record, but you can't just say, "Oh, protecting an image."
It's
You-
weird.
And like stage shows and that you tend not to be allowed to. They tend to have coverage of being able to stop people recording them. It's like if you go to like plays and stuff that can stop you recording.
Mm.
So bullshit
And-
though.
So like
They'll
the only-
generally
the only
say
way
like
they-
no cameras
the
and
only way
that.
they can like stop people from filming is by admitting that it's not real.
Or,
That's the only grounds they'd have for it.
mate, you should just ban it then if you're gonna make a big fuss about it. You can't
If
just.
they did, that's why they don't have like cameramen at ringside anymore because they want to control media that gets out.
Mm.
And they tend
But
to stop people recording.
it annoys us that like this is why I want Triple H to take over. This is so Vince McMahon. He's like, we're gonna force it down your throat until you like it, sort of thing. And he's very stubborn, and we obviously don't like Roman Reigns, but he wants Roman Reigns to be there because he almost looks like Hercules, like they're sort of building him up to be like this like unstoppable guy, like the next John Cena. And
They
it
were
just
ta-
doesn't work.
They were talking about how Triple H was like pissed off at Vince McMahon because he thought the WrestleMania build was shit, which it is.
I mean, they're like, oh, we're going to bring back some old legends. Like, who cares? Like, they get brought back all the time, so that when they do come back, it doesn't mean anything.
No, look at the Dudley Boys. They've done fuck all since coming back.
It's like the only person you could bring back that would have some meaning is Chris Benoit.
Wasn't Bubba Ray in a porno?
I think so.
I don't know.
I don't like. Yeah, it was because I remember there was like a close up of his face at one point.
Yeah.
Thank God it wasn't. He's like,
It wasn't like during the action. It was like in the preliminary stages, like before they started, kind of thing.
Yeah, I remember watching a What Culture video, and it was he.
I assume that was what you heard.
Yeah, he did something else weird as well. Like I think he made like a stupid business at some point.
Don't know.
But I just
so Roman Reigns. So Roman Reigns is.
This is how much we don't like Roman Reigns that we're talking about porn instead.
isn't he not even properly related to The Rock? Isn't it
No.
like
The no way.
He's not.
isn't it like one
What's the sin
distant
now?
family member that's like married? It's like that's not.
Do you know why they're saying he's related to The Rock? Because they somehow think if he's related to The Rock, people will think he's cool and they'll
Yeah.
like him
If-
because they like The Rock.
If they somehow managed to relate him to Stone Cold Steve Austin, I'll jump on board. But
Imagine if they tried to say that. This
That would
big,
be
this big
hilarious.
Samoan bloke's related to a white Texan. That would be amazing.
Yeah, it would be
I would
great.
love to see the storyline they'd have to do to try and say that.
I wish I was related to Stone Cold.
I don't.
It'd be amazing. Just like go on the ranch and just
Yeah.
chill out with them.
It'd be great.
So, but like the thing is, like have you actually seen the card? Like, I don't really know. Like, it's
There's
so
only, like,
I just don't even know
There's
who.
only a few matches. Like no one knows who Bray Wyatt's facing. I know there's Dean Ambrose is facing Brock Lesnar allegedly. Although what's probably going to happen is Bray Wyatt's going to come out or something. Obviously there's the Undertaker match and there's the Triple H match, and that's all I know.
I think Bray Wyatt's actually injured his back.
Apart from I think there's the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royals happening.
The Jobber, not the Job Center Battle Royal.
Really, where they have the Big Show with.
So,
Won't Kevin Owens be fine, or will he be?
Kevin Owens is fighting. I can't remember.
Sami Zayn, isn't it?
I don't-
Yeah, he's fighting Sami Zayn, I think, because
Yeah, well-
AJ is fighting Chris Jericho.
Will that be on the undercard though? Or the
no, they'll
That
probably
better
be
be on the main card.
the tag one will probably be like the pre-show.
Oh yeah, there's I forgot about New Day and League of Nations. as
yeah,
well.
League of Nations?
Which
Oh,
it's because League of Nations are so forgettable, like, but
Yeah, that's just like League of Nations is a perfect example of when they don't know what to do with any of them, so they just put them in a group.
Yeah, it's like. Has anyone watched that the Stone Cold podcast with the Big Show?
no.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, it's like the way Big Show says he hates the way he's being booked in that company. He just hates it.
Yeah, because they go like hot and cold on like face and heel turns all the time, and they don't know what to make Big Show. Big Show should always be a heel.
Mm.
He should never be a face. Andre the Giant worked best when he was a heel because people feared him. You know what I mean? It's like in the whole like when you watch wrestling as a kid, if you heard like Kane or like the Big Show's music,
Oh, back in the day, Kane.
you'd be like terrified because you're like, oh god, here comes Big Show. Like he came down, he wrecked everyone on the SmackDown roster. Now he would wreck himself because he's like out of shape.
The worst
It's like-
thing they did to Kane was demask.
Was taking stuff. Aye. I remember that on Raw was like a tag match, wasn't it?
Yep.
But can you remember? Can you imagine if like Umaga came out and was suddenly fit?
But he's dead.
Like, yeah, I know. Can you imagine?
Does he come out with Chris Benoit in a tag team?
No, but imagine like when Umaga was like proper like heel, like
In the Bobby Lashley on
smacking everyone
ECW.
else. Oh fuck Bobby Lashley when he's fucking shite. But imagine if like Umaga came out and started high fiving kids and shit.
Yeah, that'd be a bit odd.
He took his face paint
It's
off,
like-
like let the braids out and that.
I don't know.
And he pretended to be American.
Oh, lads, we can't forget about the fucking Divas title.
Oh god, how can we forget about that?
To be fair, that's probably going to be the best women's match that's happened.
I actually can't even remember who
main
it is.
roster.
No, isn't
It's,
it Charlotte?
It's Becky Lynch, Charlotte, and Sasha Banks. You don't know who it is because you don't watch NXT.
I know Sasha Banks is like really highly rated.
All
Yeah.
of them, because all of them are.
They're all good wrestlers, that's what it is. They're not good characters, they're just good
Yeah.
wrestlers.
They're not
thing
good
is-
characters because they haven't been booked to be good
Yeah,
characters.
I'm really
But at least
like biased.
they're
Well, not biased, but I really don't like Charlotte simply because Ric Flair's there all the time.
that's because she's a heel though. That's the hate.
I just
I don't like
know.
Charlotte because
Kinda
she's
get
got a
bored.
massive nose.
I kind of get on board.
Nah, I don't really watch the Divas anymore. I didn't really watch them anyway because it just doesn't interest us.
Oh,
I
it
watched
does
it more
interest
now
me.
than I did like 2 years ago.
It
because
interests us in a different way, but not in the wrestling way.
there's actually some talented people now.
Oh,
Still
yeah.
booked like shit.
It's like the worst time for them to finally
It's like-
bring like talented people because I don't watch it.
It's like on NXT, like the women's wrestling is fucking amazing.
Oh, I watched the was it the what was the one in New York, Brooklyn?
Brooklyn
Uh,
was
Woman
Bayley
match.
Sasha Banks, I think.
Yeah, that was an awesome match. That.
No, it is as well. I feel like the WWE bringing too much talent they don't know what to do with.
Oh, definitely.
Like,
Like,
That's because all the main eventers are fucked.
There's chucking contracts out left, right, and centre, and they don't actually
I'm worried
know.
about that Shinsuke Nakamura. Just because he's Japanese, he might get like
know.
a shit
Which
gimmick.
is sad because he's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
He's booting people in the face and that.
I can't wait until he gets in a shoot fight with someone in the ring.
Face him with Brock Lesnar, see what happens.
Yeah, well, he said he wanted to fight him, so
That'll be awesome fight actually.
that would be an awesome match. Just like Nakamura, just no selling.
They're both just like lacing into each other, like legit.
Takes a free
like, fucking
kick.
kicking each other in there.
Yeah, he takes a 30-yard free kick. That's in the top corner. But like, I'm a bit disappointed what they've been doing with AJ Styles.
Mm.
Like
I
the
think- I
whole
think
Chris
the-
Jericho
I
thing.
think the Chris Jericho match will be decent though.
Let's be honest, Chris
Oh,
Jericho
yeah, it'll
can
be
make
s-
most
At
matches
least
decent.
it's obviously just his first feud, but like at least it's relatively interesting. Like he could have came in and just had fuck all to do.
Let's be honest, he could have been fighting like someone like
Truth. that's
yeah,
what-
R-Truth.
Oh,
as
that
a
would have been
feud.
hilarious.
No, it wouldn't. It would have been awful.
Yeah, it would have been awful. But
I don't know about you, but I was really worried when then they were going to like pair him and Chris Jericho as a tag team. I was like, no, he's not coming in and joining a tag team. I was just like, he's going to go nowhere if he joins a tag team.
Did anyone ever watch that Edge and Christian
No.
new show they got? I was watching Roadblock live, and then that was on straight after, and I was kind of just watching it. I was like, what the hell is this?
Could you say that it was a car crash?
I think it was, to be honest. It was like really like gimmicky,
That's the point.
kind of. Basically, they were just doing what we do when we're in Skype chats, talking about who has the worst gimmick and stuff.
But they really don't do what we do in Skype chats because we talk about like a lot weirder stuff and that. Mostly like.
I'm trying to
porn
give off
stuff.
the illusion we're normal.
Oh yeah, we're really not. I want to break the illusion.
No.
Well,
Illusion.
the last 4 episodes have been talking about Chris Benoit returning. What normal person does that?
He will.
Oh, that was
Exactly.
He'll return on the podcast next week.
He's gonna be our guest.
Yeah.
He's coming on. He's gonna reveal all.
1 week we need to have with special guest Chris Benoit on the title.
Oh god.
Clickbait.
Just get strike down straight away.
Talk podcast. Talks about his new life in Chile as a farmer.
Yeah.
Oh Christ.
Alright, I've got him on speed dial, so I'll check out with him.
Bloody hell.
So
Mate wants to speed dial Owen Hart up as well. Fucking hell.
yeah,
Controversial.
Yeah, but Owen Hart didn't kill anyone.
Well,
He was killed. He was a victim of corporate manslaughter.
corporate manslaughter. That'd be
That's
great.
not a joke. That's what he was actually a victim
how
of.
political Lee gets when like this is like a touchy subject.
Yeah, not just like a workplace injury. It's
Yeah, but I
corporate
know what I'm talking about. So I like to give off the illusion I know what I'm talking about. Because in some cases I do.
Just say like large words.
Yeah, it's what you do. You just say something and you don't back down.
Yeah, but it was corporate manslaughter.
So WrestleMania.
So anyone who dies doing the job, it's corporate manslaughter.
No. Anyone who dies because of the boss's negligence, it's corporate manslaughter.
Well,
No.
this political
We're going
part.
to discuss this further.
So
Good.
how bad do you think the boos are going to be when Roman Reigns wins?
Oh, no. I'm not even sure he's going to
They'll
win.
probably like
Or
I mean, he probably is. He probably will, but
I want Triple H to bury him.
they'll
Though.
probably enhance like do some audio editing like live.
Yeah,
but let's
or
just.
handpick people.
Yeah.
No, what they're doing, man, is on his entrance and exit, they have cheers in his actual song.
Oh,
It's like with John Cena. They have like they've edited in the Cena sucks chant into his theme so that the fans chant "Let's go Cena," and that's what they do. It's ridiculous.
See,
I just want WrestleMania to just be booed. Like
if it wasn't the WWE, we were like, that's some pretty good ideas right there. But since it's WWE, it's like scummy fuckers.
yeah, it's like coming up with ideas for the WWE. It's like coming up with ideas for FIFA. You know they're never going to be like introduced into it. Like about career mode, all this sort of stuff. You know they're never going to do it because it makes sense.
Hmm.
You know, like let's make this better. Let's make this more interesting. No, that
Let's-
doesn't work.
Let's add a roulette wheel to Ultimate Team so we win Team of the Season cards all the time.
Oh.
Fucking stupid ideas.
At that point, that's just gambling.
I know it's. Let's be honest, opening packs pretty much is gambling, except when you know
Yeah.
you're gonna lose every time.
Yeah.
The best kind of gambling.
So hopefully, what happens is Roman Reigns wins. Everyone's booing. The Light Squad. Chris Mara returns, wins the title. Everyone cheers. The end.
Great.
That's
That
the
would be
best-
amazing.
That would be the best case scenario, and everyone's like doing the yes chant at the
Then
end.
the adorable Connor Johnson comes out.
What's that? You gimmick?
Purple, I tell you.
Yep, me gimmick.
What? And you're doing like hip thrusts to like to some like jazz.
What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to
Sell
Like,
like
I'm-
his. Like,
I'm trying to customly import like a Taylor Swift song, just like proper run with the gimmick.
Is there a way to do that? It'd be fun.
I've been looking into it. I think there is a way to do it.
Because I'm sure there must be a mod or something. Sure.
There's probably just a folder.
for 2K, you used to be able to join the PS3. Joe, you've got your music thing. If you made a folder and you put your MP3s in it, you could do it that way. But
You can't
obviously,
do it on the next gen consoles because they like
Yeah.
don't support that kind of thing. Because the
you
price.
remember Lee, ages ago, they were actually talking about putting the MP3 thing back on. It's like, why did you take it off?
Oh, hold on, you just made us think of something there.
It was because like the Xbox and PS4 didn't actually support putting audio onto the console, so you'd have to like buy the tracks or whatever.
On a quick little tangent here, but have you heard what Xbox has announced?
No.
Or the
No,
sort of
that's-
cross-platform thing.
Yeah, that's an interesting step in.
People are
What is it,
jumping all over that it's going to be with PS4. You don't know it is. Like,
Mm.
you know, the new Nintendo
Fuck
is...
that.
What we talking about?
And
Yeah.
Xbox has announced basically they're going to be making or finding a way to do cross-platform gaming with other consoles.
What? So you do it with PC and then you just lose on FPSs?
yeah, it's like a massive
that
lag.
would be no, because like you'd have a distinct advantage playing on PC on FPS if they did that.
And like,
Pretty
how-
much.
So much easier.
But I like to see that though. I think it's making some good moves doing that.
Mm.
oh, it's making $1 million moves.
Just eventually, I want it so like me and Anth can play FIFA again. It needs to happen.
Oh, that would be awesome. And then I can like destroy you.
Oh,
and
sure he is, Connor.
lol, lol.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting you.
Me, eh?
I keep forgetting you even have a console. To be honest.
Lee's just in the corner like, remember me, guys?
Hey, you can actually play pro clubs again.
No, it was great. When we used to say we played all the time and then played like once a month. Like 7 hours.
I've never played pro
Oh,
clubs.
you're missing out.
Am I really
Best
though?
game mode. It's the
It
best.
is, honestly. You and your mates. You're making yourself a club.
It's like if
Great.
like
You have to
American,
realise, Connor, I don't have very many friends.
The camaraderie.
it's like if like all you are playing seriously, then it's like really fun. Or if you're all dicking them out, it's really fun as well. Like when me and Connor and Risa were like defenders and a keeper. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I would be like Roy Keane in like centre mid.
I used to play with Miku for a while, just me and him. We just used to play. It was so
Yeah.
fun.
Me and Michael played, I think, a couple of games on co-op seasons on PS4,
That's fun.
and then we just
Oh,
never
yeah.
touched it again. So
Me and Leah with West Ham on co-op seasons. Come at us,
We were
honestly.
great co-op seasons. Actually,
We actually
like
were.
when we lost 3 games in a row.
We just retired now.
No, the
Retired.
best one was where we did a pro club series and we started a club 3 times because we lost our first game.
Yeah.
wow, hashtag exposed.
Yep.
Oh man,
That's great.
but so should we maybe talk about some? Well, I can talk about anyway. Some American truck because we were going to talk about it last week. Well, I was anyway.
The thing is, you've only put ATS talk. I don't know like where you're going with this, so
All right. Well, basically, I'll just lead, and if you want to chip in, you can.
right, I'll lie down.
So basically, on ATS, I've finally got myself an employee a couple of
yes.
weeks or so ago, and I had to buy them a truck. So it comes to roughly about 120,000 if you get the cheapest truck, and I'm almost close to getting a new employee. So I'm gonna have two employees working for Fast Truck and Done Right, and it's looking up, lads. It's looking up.
Good.
Gonna make all that wonga, you know what I'm saying? But I've been getting like proper expensive jobs, Connor, because like I've been like leveled up loads now.
I just want to wait for a new. I'm still
Okay.
sticking to what I said. I love the game, but I feel like it's just too small, the map.
Yeah, well, Arizona is coming out.
That should
Don't
make
know-
it better.
I don't know when. That's the bad thing. I check on the blogs that they've posted on the game, like when you boot it up and that,
Hmm.
just to see like when it's coming. But I don't know for sure yet, which is kind of bad. But I don't know. I like it the way it is at the minute, but obviously adding new places would be fantastic. Because obviously then it would give you more chance to make more money on like long deliveries from like California to Arizona and stuff like that, and vice versa.
Just adds more playingness to the game. That makes you want to play more.
Yeah, I mean I've been playing it loads recently because I've been making a load of money and like I've been like hiring people and like getting the garage going and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I've got the maxed out garage, which is like the large garage. It's been making us want to play it more because I'm doing these really expensive journeys, and I'm becoming like really like rich in that. So it's
I'm just waiting for Automatron to drop because the trailers keep coming out for that. And it's looking like a decent little installment.
that's Fallout, Connor, not American Truck.
But that's what I'm saying. I've been waiting for. That's all I've been waiting for.
All right.
But
I thought the topic was that boring. You just like killed it off.
no, I would say it was more of like you're talking about what you're waiting for, and that's what I was waiting for.
Yeah. Well, the thing is with the Automatron one, I'm kind of worried that it's just going to be too. I don't know. I feel like there's not going to be enough like depth to it.
Have you actually seen the proper like trailer?
No.
It's I had the same thoughts, but after seeing the trailer, looking what like
Is it the same mechanist from Fallout 3?
I think that's where the story's coming from, so it has some lore to it.
Yeah. What if, like, Joe, how you can kill the mechanist?
Yep.
On Fallout 3. What if, like, it's like a guy, because obviously apparently the mechanist has a Pip-Boy, which brings up the thing, could it be your character from Fallout 3?
That'd be pretty cool.
Is the mechanist? You know what I mean? Obviously it won't be your character that you've made, but just like a generic sort of character, you know what I mean?
Leicester's winning 1-0, just
Alright.
Fuck Leicester.
So Automatron then, would that be the best case scenario? I think that would be the best case scenario if it was like a vault dweller from Fallout 3, because the actual mechanist himself I can't remember anything about
I
him.
can't. If I remember rightly, wasn't he like a janitor from a school?
I think so, and I'm sure he was in like like one of the Super Duper marts,
Yes.
and he had like all of his stuff in there. I mean, to be honest, don't use robots or companions anyway.
Looks like a
So,
pretty good map as well. Like I only just saw the trailer yesterday. I was like, oh damn,
is it
actually looks.
what do you mean? Is it a separate area?
It looks
Or
like there is like a whole like a new area. It looks good though. Like it shows you a bit more into like the creations of the new robots, the way they're going to do that, and that looks pretty cool. Like some of the combinations you can see of
Yeah.
robots look really.
Well, if they had all the stuff in, they need to make an easier way for you to get adhesive and stuff like that.
Mm.
Otherwise, it's just gonna be way too grindy. Because that's the worst thing. Sometimes when they bring out DLC and add all this new stuff in, if you're not already like overpowered with items, it becomes like way too grindy, and you never see most of the stuff.
But I'm staying hopeful. I'm staying hopeful.
Yeah. So, speaking of that Fallout in general, is there any more news on the creation kit or not?
I honestly haven't heard in a while.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, they were like, "Oh yeah, soon it's going to be like."
I know there's
soon
a
after the-
creation kit for American Truck that's come out.
Yeah, that's piss easy compared to like RPG.
So
Isn't
like, so like people can make mods for this, which I'll be excited to do because then you add different like mods in and stuff. So
I need to start messing around with mods again. I've been took a little back burner on.
I
truck
think
games.
maybe putting some mods in American Truck might spark your interest again.
Maybe.
Because I think obviously it's lacking in certain areas, and if you put in a mod that you like, it might spice it up again.
Well, it's just bad timing for me. Week off work, Division just dropped last week. Been
Oh,
playing
right,
that a
how
bit.
was that?
It's fun, but if you play it too much, you can easily wear it out. It's like one of those kind of
It's
games.
very bullet spongy.
If you're versing someone the same level, it is. But if you're going up against someone's much lighter level, you just get anger.
Do you think that game will be more fun or more annoying if it was like did you ever play one of the old Operation Flashpoint games where it was
Oh
like,
yeah, I love them.
if you get shot, you were dead sort of thing. Like it was like one shot kill or something.
I'm gonna say I would hate it if it was like that.
Well, would you not think that'd be more like intense and more
Oh,
fun?
it'd be more
like,
intense, but the
If
amount,
there was like more like
the frequency you get shot at on that game, you'll be dead every second you spawn in.
yeah. Well, do they just do like the generic RPG thing where they just put like 2 seconds? Pardon me. They put like clusters of enemies,
Yeah, little squads.
like just randomly around the map. Do they keep like respawning and that?
Sort of. But it's good the way they do it. But like I say, if that was in the Dark Zone, you were with your group, it's like one shot and you're dead. It's like I like realism, but I think this is the game where you try to avoid it.
I just hate bullet sponge.
I'm okay with Bullet Sponge, but it's like the kind of Bullet Sponge I like is Star Wars Battlefront. If you ever played that,
No.
it's like you can die quick off a few bullets, but like you can survive and you'll be like crippled for a bit.
I think the worst kind though is when it takes 1 billion shots to kill them, but it only takes 3
COD,
shots.
they
kill
do
you.
the worst bullet sponging ever. Like you can literally get shot in the head like 10 times.
What isn't it? The generic hard mode where you die in like 2 shots, they're dying like 5.
Battlefield do quite well for bullet like damage.
Alright.
They've
Yeah.
nailed that.
I've seen quite a few people sort of divided opinions on it. Some say they really like it, and some say that it's just like a boring, repetitive sort of experience and that.
Well,
so.
it is, but it's like if you're a fan of it, it's the same as FIFA. It's just football at the end of the day. If you're a fan of football, you'll love it.
Have you seen anything of it, Lee, or not?
No, I don't really pay attention. Not really.
Alright.
It's not my kind of thing.
I mean, I like the premise. I think it's a good idea, but I'm just sick of like New York City and like games and that.
I want LA. LA needs to make a comeback.
I
Just
want
go somewhere random.
Miami,
What about like Tokyo?
I want
Like,
South
different
End.
street?
Texas.
South End.
Ooh, I think
Yeah,
Texas would make a good.
What about the B and C streets down Easton? Because that's
Yes.
like a war zone. So
Oh,
like,
that'd be
I
interesting.
don't like America in general, so I don't want to. I don't want to play every game there. Shots fired.
wow, political. But
No,
I mean,
yes.
I don't think I'll ever get the Division because it just doesn't
Nah,
interest us, to be honest.
To be honest,
So have you been playing with? Have you got like a bunch of people?
Oh yeah, we got a squad, but it's like I don't know. It's
Is it
like
like hashtag squad goals?
out of the four of us, one of us, he loves it still.
Right.
Me and me mate Dan, we're like, oh, do we really have to play it? Like, we're kind of the point where we'll play it, but like, if we get the chance to play anything else, we'll be straight on it.
Alright, so you just sort of like, yeah, that sort of level where it's like, I can't really be bothered.
Yeah, I'm pretty
anymore.
much at max level now though, so I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, fuck's sake, let's go on somewhere else. And then there's
like at max level, are you overpowered
Yeah.
or is it still a challenge?
and then there's like Blaney who's got it, and he just doesn't play it.
Well,
So,
so did you hear his there or not? Saying like, is it still a challenge if you're overpowered? Or
not
is it, like-
really. It's just average, and then it's just when you go in the dark zone, then it starts like, oh, what do I do? I don't want to go in the dark zone.
what is the dark zone? Is it just like an arena?
It's basically like the PvP area. Like
Oh, right.
another squad will be in. They'll try to extract some good loot. You have to go like
Right.
extraction points called helicopters, and basically it's their squad's trying to extract stuff. Me and my squad will roll in, we'll tank them down, nick the stuff, and then extract it for ourselves.
Alright.
So it is fun in that way, but
But I imagine that would get very
oh
boring.
yeah, it's repetitive.
Yeah.
But there is DLC planned for it. So,
So
I don't know.
what's the actual point of this game?
What do you mean, like the premise?
Yeah, no, just like what's the goal of this game? Like, is it just to become the most powerful squad, or is it
Pretty
like an
much,
actual
it's like-
reason?
It doesn't really have an end game, like how
Right.
it wants to finish. It's kind of like you just level
Is there
up
any story to it or not? Is it just like generic pap?
very little.
Yeah. Is it like Destiny where they just didn't really have a
That's
story?
probably the best game to like.
Compare it
I
to.
would say it's better than Destiny because I really wasn't a fan of Destiny. I had
in
Destiny.
terms of what?
Just I think the location it's set, the fighting.
Was I didn't like the spacey sort of thing? I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Is that because Destiny was in space? Do you like shooters more when they're grounded in some realism?
you know me, I like space, but it's just I feel like Tom Clancy's. I think they've just nailed like kind of combat.
Mm.
You know, so they've been like 40 years.
Exactly. It's like if you know when you're good at something, you just keep on going. It's like Bethesda's gonna make a good RPG.
Mm. Well, what about? Do you think they'll have a new Skyrim at some point, or do you
Oh,
think
I
it'll
would
be a
love it.
couple of years from now?
I would love to see one. I hope they leave it because the longer they leave it, better it'll be. Don't
Mm.
rush it.
Yeah, you don't want to rush something as.
It'll be like Fallout 4. Like it's good, but it's not as good as Fallout 3 in New Vegas.
Yeah,
But saying that, they're two really high games. Like
that's what I'm saying.
How
like, it's
often
like
can you
it's
make
putting it on a-
3
it's putting it on
games?
a bit of a high pedestal, comparing it with those two.
it's in the genre it's in.
Did we ever give Fallout 4 a rating?
I think we've talked about it loads. I love the game. For me, it's
I would give it like a 7.
8. Like I've put that many hours in, but I can't say any less. It's like I've enjoyed
I
it.
just put hours into it because it's the only Fallout game that actually like runs well enough for us to like play a long time.
But it's like that series and that genre. That how many Fallout games they made? Fallout 1, Fallout 2, Fallout 3,
you
New
have to
Vegas.
count
4.
you have to count all of the stuff like the tactics ones and all the different things.
Well, let's just say
What main games?
they made 5 main good games. Like let's think, 1 and 2 they regarded as very good games, very good writing. They set the series up. 3 was probably the best out of the lot. That game was exceptional. New Vegas was.
Do you think that was because it went from 2D to 3D and like it sort of like
I think it did it in a really good way. They didn't just do
Yeah.
it for the hell of it. They actually had a where they wanted to go
still
with it.
think the best moment was like you coming out of the vault
Oh, that was great. And then
and just seeing the landscape around you.
obviously they let Obsidian do New Vegas, which it was different to 3, but it was good. It wasn't as good as 3, but it was still a good game.
A lot of people say that New Vegas is like they'll like fight you to the death. That New Vegas is better than 3.
Oh, there is. I feel like the AI is
Who cares what's better? Like they're both really good Fallouts.
they're vicious.
Just like one's way more sort of in depth in terms of like the items that
For
you
me,
have.
I feel like if 4 had more quests and more items, I would like the game more. But it doesn't.
I know this sounds weird, but I don't think Fallout 4 was as Fallout-y, if that makes sense.
I kind of get that. Actually, it didn't feel like a Fallout game to me.
Yeah, like it just felt like a normal game that was just like really well produced. Like I would rather have no voice acting but just like hundreds of hours worth of like stuff to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I mean, Skyrim had some like voice acting in that, but was nowhere near on the scale of Fallout 4.
It's a good idea, but if your content's gonna lose,
Yeah.
it's not worth it really. It's like imagine a Final Fantasy game
Did you
all
ever
voiced.
play Fallout
fully.
3 or Skyrim or not? Is Lee still there? Has he fell
Oh,
asleep?
sorry, I didn't know you were
Oh.
talking to me. I didn't hear you say me. No, I've not really played Fallout at all. I've played New Vegas, and that's it.
What about Skyrim? You ever played
Oh,
Skyrim?
I've played Skyrim. Yeah.
Right. So what's your thoughts on Skyrim?
Oh, I like Skyrim. I just don't. I just can't be bothered with it. Like,
What do you mean by that?
I'm not a big fan of like dungeons and things in games in general. Like, I just like running around like looting and shit. So that's the point.
You
And like
do
doing.
run around and loot in the dungeons, you know.
I know, but like saying I don't like
What do you mean the
dungeons
premise
in general.
is like dungeons?
But I don't mind the game. I played like I played Skyrim.
You don't like mythical or magical based things.
No, I like. Well, I'm a big fan of JRPGs, so I can't really say that. But no, it's Western RPGs in general. I don't really play that much. I play more turn-based RPGs.
Oh.
That's about it really. But I just like doing the customization and shit. I'm not like. That's why I played loads of Skyrim with mods and that.
Speaking of Japanese RPGs, have you ever played the Yakuza games?
No, that's not really a Japanese
Isn't that classed as a Western RPG? 'Cause
It's
it's
a-
made by a
it's-
Japanese country.
Oh,
Come on.
It's an RPG. It's a Western RPG set in Japan.
Yeah. It's like oh, it's a very big game at the moment, I think.
I have played it. It's not bad, like.
I think you would like Yakuza, you know, like because it's a really good like. Well, it is an RPG because like there's loads of like sort of leveling elements and like going around exploring and looting and doing things. The story's really good in it. I bought Yakuza 5 the other day on the store. I've been loving it on the PS3. It's awesome.
Oh.
But like in terms of like RPGs, I like me RPGs to be like almost like Joe, when you get to that point in the game, Connor, you'll usually both know this when you just sort of become like overwhelmed by quests.
Mm.
Like I love that because then you start like work out like, right, what should I do now? Like if I do this now, then I can do this later, and then that'll do this and that, you know.
I was just thinking that I felt like another two good Western RPGs there is the Mass Effect series, which if anyone's played that, it's a great
Oh,
series.
Try that not that long ago.
That's a great series.
I
there's-
like Mass Effect, like.
Yeah, and obviously The Witcher, which
I've never played the Mass Effect series.
and
I
Witcher
played
3.
about an hour of Witcher 2.
You didn't like the first Witcher, though.
Yeah, I know I wasn't a fan of the first one.
But I've played like the first like 6-7 hours of the Witcher 3, but that's just playing the card games and shit because I love card games.
Yeah,
Like as soon as the card
game
games
is quite in depth, like. 'Cause, I mean, The Witcher 3 looks awesome. If anything, I would probably play that because that looks like right up my street.
yeah, it is a good game, like.
Yeah.
I've been tempted to get it, but it's like I know if I'm buying that, I'm committing like 100 hours of me.
Yeah. So you've got to go at least 100 deep.
I'm gonna wait until I know I've got a bit of time off, then do it, because then I think it's the perfect time.
Lol.
Because the games I used to have that took me time was Minecraft, but I really haven't been playing that lately because of dicky reasons,
Yeah. Oh, Joe, speaking of Minecraft, Joe, how
shit reasons.
the server like died? Me and Ash have started
Shitstorm.
a what's that thing called in Sky Factory 2 one?
Oh yeah, I've played that before.
Yeah, it's just like a little budget server that's like 2 gig of RAM. I've just been doing Sky Factory. It's actually really decent. It's really grindy, like, but
Oh yeah, me and Lee did a series on Algerian Skies, which is like that. We did
Yeah.
quite well on it, but like
there's
I
an
said, it was just grindy.
FTB. There's an FTB Skyblock coming out, which I think we'll probably do because it's more up to date and more like performance friendly.
Again, it's not what I'm looking for, because that's a lot. You're committing to a lot of time of just grinding, and I don't find enjoyment out of just grinding. I like doing it every now and then, but
I think I just like the progression aspect of it. You know what I mean? Because I
prefer
feel
to
like
play,
FTB is too easy.
see there's like an FTB where there's like
The mode.
progression, where
Yeah,
with
it's
the
mod,
quest
but-
book. So it's like that, but it's like more free, which that's more up my alley because Skyblock does me head in because you have to know like stupid game breaking mechanics that FTB offers, but they don't tell you about them. The only way you can know is by watching streams and people. It's like, nah, that's not about what I'm about. Like,
Yeah. But I mean, we've been doing it. I mean, I'm liking it. I mean, I'm not like super like Roy Kane on it, but like I'm
it
just
starts off like that, but then you'll get to a point where it's like,
yeah. Yeah, I've been watching Matrixes do the FTB Skyblock, the new one, that hasn't been released yet. It looks quite fun, but it looks like you really have to know FTB Infinity like in and out. You know what I mean? Like you have to know what mod goes well with what mod and how to exploit this mod, and you know, it doesn't seem very sort of like friendly to the casual player, but I don't know. So like, what games have you been playing recently? Then just Division for you, Connor.
I've been playing that much to be honest. I've been avoiding it. Football Manager 2016, WWE 2K16, UFC 2.
Have you been playing 2K16 on your PC?
Oh yeah.
Have you downloaded any mods for it yet?
I've been looking at them. There's none that's interested us so far.
Right. How is it on PC? Like, is it alright?
I have problems booting it up.
How's that?
From what I've heard, the ports supposed to be really good.
It is a good port, but the startup is shit. It's like, it's frustrating. It doesn't start up straight away. It'll be like a windowed black screen for a while. Then you have to like move it around a bit for it to like snap, and then once it's up, I've only had 2 crashes.
Right. So what have you been doing on it exactly? Like, have you been doing like the My Career?
Yeah, so I've been playing that. I'm having fun with it. I feel like they've fixed a lot of what I complained about in 2K15, which I think if you go back to the old podcast, you'll hear us complain about them. But
yeah,
they fixed a lot, but I still have a little bit of a gripe, like a little bit of gripes playing it. But like I said, it's still fun. I'm enjoying it. I have a gripe with everything I play, so.
Yeah,
but
well, it just shows you're passionate about it. I mean, I love the wrestling games.
I understand you can't make a perfect game where there's just.
Like, have you
nothing
played
can
the
play.
My Career this year or not?
Oh yeah, I played quite a lot. That's how I was
So what's your thoughts on the My Career?
I like it. But I prefer again the creating new characters. Like I like doing the universe mode quite a lot.
I've never touched the universe.
That's the same with me. The universe mode doesn't interest me. I feel like I'm not getting anything from it.
Yeah, I would just rather do the single player sort of thing.
The showcase.
I love the universe.
I feel like I'm actually doing something. With universes, I kind of get universe. It's probably like,
it's good if you're a content creator.
Yeah, it's like kickoff. I think for FIFA players.
I think the universe.
It is though, because you're not progressing anything.
Yeah, you are though, because you have like stats and that. It's not like because it's not like kickoff mode, because just play a match is like kickoff mode. And
well, it's like doing one season of a career mode then, pretty much. It's like
because you continue on. It's like
you can continue, but I'm just
whereas
saying...
the better comparison would be like say how can you remember the old like what's it called, general manager mode? It's a bit like that, only with like slightly less options. But like
you remember when you had to like manage your money and that?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Like back on the old wrestling games, like if you put on a Hell in a Cell match, it would get you like good ratings, but like you would lose a load of money.
That was fun, but what I liked I liked that aspect because I felt like it gave it like an actual bit of longevity to it, like watching your money build up your money. That was fun, and I also liked when you could. If you remember when you used to walk around and you used to have like a little house and you used to like buy shit for it. It's little things like that adds like a bit of personal.
More like an RPG, I suppose.
I wouldn't say RPG. I think just make helps you like personally attached to it.
What's your character like on 2K16
then? He's about 6'1". He's not.
Is he a bad guy?
He's not at the minute. Yeah, he's kind of like he's quite. He's not like really heel. He's not really face. He's kind of just heel, like a little bit heel. Like he's kind of.
My guy's like the egotistical heel. Like I imagine Razor Ramon crossed with Seth Rollins and Triple H.
Wow.
That's what my character's like.
I've got your character though, because he like always.
But it's changed. Like mine, I've changed it a lot. I'll actually try and Snapchat you a picture.
He always has to do and get run-ins and that on my right?
What to help you or to beat you up?
Wait, at one point we were a tag team. I think we were tag champions. and, and then he turned on us, so like he started trying to like beat us up and shit because like we lost the championships.
Me and Triple H formed the team, right? Which was amazing. I was gonna call us like the Burial Squad, but like because I was in the Intercontinental title like race,
Jobbing.
I couldn't form a proper tag team, so we were just like a normal team, you know.
I had a weird situation where I was in a tag team with Seth Rollins, and then suddenly he was my rival at the same time. So like, I was having a rivalry whilst also chasing the tag title as well. It was amazing.
Yeah, that sounds like a proper like storyline that WWE would do. It just doesn't make any sense.
They did it with the Nexus and Transcended, didn't they?
But like, I like the 2K career thing. The only thing I hate is the backstage interviews, because you know what she's gonna say before she says it.
Oh yeah, the way they've done bloody
Renee Young.
Renee Young. That's it. The way she just looks so. I know it's a game, but she looks so like robotic.
It seems that that's very much a part that's been rushed. Like
It's honestly about 10 lines of dialogue.
No, it's like they try to put a bit of effort into how she looks, and they're like.
I imagine next year that'll be like a very like integral part. So like they'll have like an entire year to add to it.
Yeah, I feel
I
like.
don't understand. Why can you not do that in the ring?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're cutting a promo by yourself in the middle of the ring. Like, why can't you do
No,
that?
I find funny. This is like last year again. Like, oh yeah, next year it'll be better. I think every year we'll just be saying that. Like, oh, next year we'll.
But I always said that I think
They'll refine it.
Like 2 years in would be like the pinnacle kind of thing. But like this year's like a vast improvement on last year.
Oh, it is.
So I think they'll keep going in a similar vein.
But I think that's just always going to be a thing. Like back in the day when the first COD dropped, it's like, oh, they'll fix it next year.
Yeah, but I think like after next year, there won't be as big as a like leap in gameplay as there was from this year from last year kind of thing.
It's just getting used to the system and getting the
I
system.
feel like all games like kind of the plateau until they change it up again, then it's either going to be better or just completely worse.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to plateau on the next game. Like I feel like
that's going to be the best one.
You can keep upgrading, but eventually you'll hit your peaks and you'll be like, oh, what else do we do?
Not peak.
Then you have to like put in something completely different. It happens with most games. So it's like how they play it. Do they want?
But I think if they made the backstage interviewing and actually have that in the ring, where you a promo in the ring, like the same mechanics, like triangle, X, circle, square, like that sort of shit, and like really build your character.
Well, like some proper backstage fighting as well, like there was back in the old games. I used to love them games.
I hate that rivalry thing where people just attack you during your entrance.
I feel like the rivalries are robotic as well.
Oh yeah,
yeah, you're still NXT, aren't you?
It's still
you get a lot more options when you leave NXT, though, kind of.
I know, but from what I'm saying, it's just robotic in general. Like it seems to be the same attacks.
Where we didn't fight for like 3 weeks of the feud.
The way you end a feud as well, I find that just stupid as well. You'll beat
versus the pay-per-view.
Yeah, you'll versus with the pay-per-view, beat them, then you'll shit on them. If anything, that would like fuel a feud.
That's the payoff.
I'm glad the feuds only last like a month.
Funny, you should be used to it. It's like a WWE game. Feuds just end randomly anyway.
I don't know. I feel it's just
no logic behind them.
I don't know. I just don't see it. That's pretty much it. It's like logic. I apply too much logic to it. It's stupid.
Yeah, you should really not do that when it's WWE. No. Otherwise, you'd
Another thing, why the fuck's on 90 odd rated people in NXT? You fucking digging on you?
What you mean, like how like the rating system's always been messed up?
2K is just.
They don't know.
I understand like Finn Balor's like a really good superstar, but do you think they should really have like NXT? You should be like anywhere from like 50 to like 70 rated. You go up to another.
Yeah, but then could you really justify having R-Truth being a higher rating than some of the people in NXT?
Nah, because R-Truth is in NXT a lot in the game, isn't he? Like, he's in a lot of NXT matches.
But like he's not in real life.
Yeah, but you should make brackets. Like, I hate to compare, but like where FIFA do it, like lower league players.
The best way you do it with NXT is have the NXT people move up with you and actually like advance their ratings as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the way I'm thinking about it,
Finn Balor on SmackDown before, so it shows that they do move up. But I don't know how much that was.
Kind of like career mode, if you know, like League 2 with your star players, they're all shit. you go up a division, your players are growing, you're growing as a person.
And then they want more wages. And
yeah, they want more wages. They get promoted to the main brand.
Finn Balor becomes homesick.
That's
Island.
Yeah.
Moves to New Zealand and he's homesick.
That'll be good. A bit of progression in the game. Instead of progression with just you, progression with people around you. That'll be awesome.
But I kind of feel like, obviously, like there's cutscenes in my career where Triple H comes out and you become his like protege and stuff like that. How come if I've become that much of a sort of a success, am I not getting chucked in for like bigger matches? I'm having to grind even though I'm like pretty much like the #1 guy there at the minute. In terms of wins.
I can understand it if there's like if it's like say you're a face and you're against the Authority, you're like
I'm a heel. I'm like
they'll be like, oh, you're not getting title shots or whatever. But if you side with the Authority, you should be like, oh, here, have a title shot next week.
Yeah, it's like I'm like the Authority, like with the Authority in that, and it's like it's weird to draw them objectives.
Yeah.
If you fail it, like Renee Young, like as soon as I fail one of the objectives, I know she's gonna be like, so it seems that the Authority is displeased with you. And like, it's like, oh, it's like no, they're not. It's like they're just like I didn't want to like. It's like win your match with red arm health. The computer's not smart enough to get you to red arm health.
I know. It's like there should be more randomly generated aspects to that game, which I think like kind of like
You mean in the objectives?
Yeah, kind of you know how like in Universe, if you sim it, random things happen.
Yeah.
That should be applied to Korea as well. I think that would really help it.
Yeah, I think the objectives need to be way more like thing because it's like put on a 5-star match or like and lose to like Fandango on a SmackDown. It's like I'm not gonna lose to anyone. If losing is my objective, I'm just not gonna do it. But if it's like make sure your opponent has red leg health, I'll just do like
earlier
thing.
Kind of a different game I was playing UFC. It was like, oh, we want you to go up. Imagine this: I'm a 74 rated fighter. I want you to go up against the best fighter in the weight division, Jose Aldo, who's 98 rated.
Jose Aldo.
Pretty much. And he's like, oh, we want you to land 20 body blows on him. We want you to knock him out in the first round. I'm like, really? Like I'm struggling to like
unrealistic expectations.
Like, I'm jobbing along. I actually did knock him out, funny enough, but it was like the third round, like last second. But I was jobbing along, nearly got knocked out like 10 times. It's like, come on, who can do that, really? It's like ridiculous expectations.
Yeah, it is annoying. Like when they're like, you'll be playing and they'll just come up with like the most like ridiculous thing. It's like, and plus like you'll end up versing like people like Sting and The Rock, just like on SmackDown or Superstars.
Terminator.
Yeah, it's like I ended up versing The Rock on a random episode of SmackDown and just absolutely destroyed him.
Yeah, it's like, why would The Rock?
Like a big deal.
Why would The Rock be on SmackDown fighting Anthony?
It's like you have an Undertaker and all these random people fight on Superstars. That's where they put the jobbers.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's crazy.
To be fair, though,
it's like I'm the #1 guy. It's like that should be like a storyline. Like
to be fair,
The Rock.
To be fair, I'd pay to watch you go over the Rockets on SmackDown.
That would be amazing. Just watch me like do like the Razor Ramon thing.
No, you'd literally become the new fucking Roman Reigns if you did that.
No, because I'm a bad guy. I'll just relish in it. I'll just be like taunting everyone. It's like you think you know what's going on, fam. You've got no idea, and just like spit at them. I'm like a proper heel. I just like, do you like when you run in people's matches or like you're in rivalries? Always beat everyone up with a sledgehammer. Like,
another thing, you've just jogged my memory there. Another gripe I've got is when someone runs out on you when you're walking down to the.
Oh god, I hate that.
Yeah, the thing is, right? You knock him out, you fill him in. The match just ends. It's like fuck that. I'll take him on.
I've had some good matches cancelled because like Cesaro's ran in and tried to like.
No, the worst thing is, I've knocked him out. It's like I haven't been touched here. Just let us continue with the fight.
It doesn't make any sense.
My manager Emma's got me back.
Oh god.
Emma's great.
I know she's
I don't have
great
any
personality. And she's Australian, so that's kind of like two weaknesses of mine.
But it's if they sort that rivalry and like the maybe like the character building a little bit more, like I think it'll be onto a winner. Like,
Right, I'm
Still-
calling it. Next topic.
what do you want to talk about then?
I don't know, but
I don't know what
feel,
the topics are.
yeah, I feel like this is just gonna be like a 2K50, a 2K, like a 2K.
Welcome to the 2K16 podcast.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Let's make it happen.
What else? have we got?
Only for sponsors, lol.
Sponsors only, yeah.
Exactly. But and so you're typing on the thing now. The what you call it? What have we got here? We can probably talk about old. I've been buying a lot of like old PS games.
Oh, we talk about WrestleMania.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fair enough. I must have zoned
Wow.
out.
Hashtag paying attention.
That's my thing. You know this.
Yeah. I've been buying a lot of old sort of co-op games on the PS3, and been enjoying it. I've got the Dead Island games again.
Oh yes.
Good game.
I've got Resident Evil 5 again because I love that game. I bought Resident Evil 6, which I've never had.
I've never had that one actually.
It's
I
supposed
bought
to be
Sin-
really badly rated, though, that is.
Yeah. I bought Saints Row 3 so I can play this series with Ash.
I actually bought that on for like £4 with all the DLC off the Xbox Store. It was great.
The only thing is with them, with the Saints Row games on PS3, that was back when you had to have an online pass.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
you
Let's
know?
be honest as well though. Saints Row 4 is like the worst Saints Row.
Mm.
It's like I don't want
Wait, they got worse
superpowers.
since the second one.
Yeah, I don't want to get. A third one was okay. It was when the fourth
The
one
peak was the second one, though.
Oh, second one was the
Second
Well,
best.
the second one was really daft, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's really daft.
Well, no,
On
like,
four,
from,
you're
like, the
sprinting
sec-
around with aliens and superpowers.
Like, the reason the second one was good because it was like daft shit you were doing in like a normal place. Like,
Yeah, it
in
wasn't
like
too.
that third,
out the way.
fourth one, everything's daft. So like the actual daft.
I wouldn't say
shit you do-
all the third one was daft. I feel like that's where I know.
But it's like leaping through the air to get into cars and shit.
Yeah, it's like the fourth one. It's like you might as well just not even have vehicles. It's like I remember Saints Row 2.
You don't use vehicles at all.
Saints Row 2, you'd go to the airport with your mate and you'd flying around like just attacking each other, like having fun.
would
Saints Row
drive
4, it's like, I played Saints Row 2 co-op so much and I enjoyed it. Saints Row 4.
Remember in the slap cheat or whatever, where you slap them across the
Yeah.
map.
Saints Row 4, I'm just playing to get achievements. It's like I'm not even enjoying playing the game really. I remember when we played it, it's like we were just trying to achievement hunt and it was like, or trophy hunt, and it was like, just got really difficult.
Well, it wasn't difficult. I think it was just boring.
That's what it is. It's difficult to play. If it's boring, it's like
I think it was the challenges what got us, because we were trying to do the challenges to get the trophies and that, but the challenges were way too unrealistic of you to do.
oh yeah, that was stupid.
It was like get like 500,000 points in like 30 odd seconds. It's like impossible.
So, all right then, okay,
Yeah,
I'll
it's like
do that.
I'm not like some like wonder kid who knows how to like exploit the game and that. I'm just trying to like I think it was the black hole one, wasn't it? That annoyed us the most.
There's a few stupid ones.
There was some really like dumb decisions in terms of like challenges and stuff like that. But I kind of like Saints Row 4 because like getting around was so much easier.
Oh, I hate it. Honestly, I don't think I've hated a game in a while. I think it's funny. Like I think the way it's written's funny. Like some of the dialogue, pretty funny. But I honestly, I feel like the stripped customization from it.
Oh no, it was really
Oh no,
customized.
no, it's not. Compare it to 2 and 3. Like your
Yeah.
character, it's awful.
And there was
honestly.
loads of DLC for the second one as well.
Yeah, it made it more fun. There was some good DLC as well.
Right.
But it was just hard to play, man.
Yeah. I mean the Saints Row games, I never ever take them seriously.
But you shouldn't. That's what they're there for.
It's like they are really fun, and Saints Row 4 was fun, even though a lot of the older stuff sort of got kind of ruined. Like
the first one was serious, but they went, oh yeah, we're not gonna do well serious. 2
I
came
think
out.
I think it went. I
nailed
think
it.
you're thinking it went downhill when they brought out that Saints Row 3 DLC where you got superpowers.
That's where it went down. As soon as the superpowers went into it, it's like I understand it's like a gimmicky game. It's not meant to be serious all the time, but it's just you can fair enough if it went gimmicky, but it basically says this new concept we're gonna add to the game. It's gonna remove pretty much
Imagine if
old
GTA
stuff.
went like that.
Yeah, it's like it is. It's you're moving a lot of the game by doing that.
I mean, I like Saints Row either way. I think it's
Well, I like it, but it's just stuck in the past apparently.
But some of the old games well, I've been looking for some stuff that I wanted to play but never got around to doing. So I'm thinking about maybe buying some of the like the old Lego games.
Oh yeah, I've played the Star Wars one recently.
Because the Lego games they're like co-op and that, aren't they? So
Yeah, only split screen though.
or is it not online?
No,
Is it not? Oh well.
just on Lego games. Like they're like one of my favorite.
I looked. There's quite a lot to like choose from. Like
Oh yeah, there is. I've on the
Games, the website.
obviously on the channel. I did like 60-70% of years 1 to 4 until the game basically broke on one level and I could never get past it. Tried sitting there for 3 hours trying to do it and it just wouldn't let us. I was really enjoying that as well. I was really I was getting through it as well.
yeah.
I really should do
So
the
it's
Star Wars
it's
one.
not online co-op. It's only split.
Yeah, it's split screen. It's like Lego games. Like they're not like proper online games. They're kind of like buddy games you play when you and your mates are over to have fun. I remember back in the day, like someone used to come over to my house. We whack out the PS2. We would put in Star Wars Lego, Pirates of the Caribbean Lego.
Star Wars one was the one I wanted.
I've got that on my computer.
I hadn't even seen
It's so
Star
good.
Wars at that point.
Yeah, It's honestly it's so good. I actually had a Star Wars marathon last night with my buddy. The first 3, we just ordered in, put 3 movies on. It was great.
All right.
It was awesome. But
It must have been a while, like, because they're
Oh, it
quite
was.
lengthy films.
it was like 6 hours straight. It was great.
I would play the Star Wars Lego games, but I don't think I would watch the movies because they're
Thing
like
is,
that.
though,
quite long.
With the games, you could actually learn the story quite well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the basics. I just don't. I don't want to know all the like little
Oh.
things.
No, there's like the bare basics, and then there's what I know, which is like I would say I'm like the most knowledgeable person, but I could give people a run for the money with my knowledge of the series.
What about Mr. Matty Players?
Oh, don't know about that, but like there's like I've watched like deleted scenes and like people who you see in like the 4th movie, you see like in the 1st movie as kids if you pay attention. and
All
stuff.
right.
There's like loads of stuff like that.
It's not like Elder Maxon on Fallout. Like he was a kid on Fallout 3.
Yeah, there's like loads of stuff I could point out to you like that, but it's
Yeah.
really good.
All right. But yeah, I'd like with the old games thing. It's just like games now that they're so expensive. You buy them, you end up being disappointed by them.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it's just like kind of like I'm paying like $3.99, $2.99 for these games,
That's why I never buy new games.
and they're solid, the absolute classics. Like
Oh, yeah.
I've beat Resident Evil 5 about 23 times, and I still get enjoyment, even though I've got like I've unlocked everything. I've 100% of the
Yeah.
game.
I've
I've
vowed
got all of the unlimited ammo.
yeah.
It's like, oh, what gun do you want with unlimited ammo, mate? Like, I've got them all.
Thing is that I've vowed never to play that game again.
Why is that?
I completed the game on the hardest difficulty without
Oh,
infinite ammo.
God.
Without
Yeah.
infinite ammo.
Yeah, professional is just like
Yeah.
that is rough. That.
I don't have to play the game again.
Especially during the El Gigante bit with
Yes.
the turrets. That's like the worst part. If you get past that, the rest of it's alright. The Wesker Jill bit near the end, that's tough.
Mm.
But if you work together,
The regenerator part's not fun.
yeah. Oh god, do you know the regenerator part on Resident Evil 4?
Yeah.
That always terrified me as a kid. That. Do you like when you
Yeah.
you go into like the bit where there's like the freezer and you pick up the thermal scope?
Oh, I'm trying to remember what. Actually, I think the hardest mission on Professional on the 5th one was the Wesker fight.
The Wesker fight at the end was
No, that one wasn't that
relatively
close, lad.
easy.
It was the
Like
one in
the-
the temple.
Oh, where Jill's running around
Yeah,
as well.
that one's
That's a
not
nightmare.
fun.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you need to work together and have someone who can like take care of Jill while you fight Wesker.
Oh yeah, I was co-oping it with someone who like knows the series. Like he's pretty much read all the. everything,
I've
watched
honestly,
everything.
I think I helped was it 3 mates platinum that game, like through playing with them on like professional, like co-op and stuff like that. And Ash said that he wouldn't mind like platinum in Resident Evil 5, so I might do it again with him. So you'll have to wish us luck with doing professional with him. Saying that, I could just like use my unlimited ammo to help him. Like
You can't. If you use your infinite ammo, it'll be piss easy. But if you
that's what I'm saying. But like, I just
if
like
you want to test yourself how much of a man you are, do
God.
that bitch with no unlimited ammo.
Yeah. Because I remember doing the first time when I didn't have unlimited ammo. If I did, it was for like the really like shitty guns that you just didn't use. And it was tough. Like
So many resets.
it's tough. Lee, do you ever play Resident Evil much or not?
No, I didn't play it, no.
What was that?
Didn't you have number 5?
No, I've never played Resident Evil, no. It's
I
just,
think you would like it. You should
don't
maybe give it a shot.
Enjoy his zombie games, though.
Yeah. You should give Resident Evil a shot. I think you would like it. I think if you want to experience a good Resident Evil, I would probably just go Resident Evil 4 first.
But I don't. Resident Evil 5 isn't even a proper Resident Evil. I don't care what anyone says. It's not.
What is that? Just because it's more like actiony and cinematic?
It's linear as fuck.
All of them are linear. You're following a set path.
No, they're not. Resident Evil 4, honestly, there's no. Resident Evil 5 is pretty much like, it might as well be a giant.
Resident Evil 4, that's when the game was on like cocaine.
On the 5th one, there might as well be giant arrows saying just go through here. Number 4, it's like, you can like go on like, it's like you're a hobbit, you're going on a great adventure.
I know, but you do realise that the paths that you took off the main path
Oh yeah, obviously.
large at all. It was just like a small house somewhere, or
Still though, that game really didn't give you any hints to it. You had to play it. I remember my first
full of
playthrough.
them. Like I remember, like I did a playthrough not that long ago, a couple of months in that on normal. Good lord, that game is tough.
Exactly, it's tough.
Game is brutal on normal. I can't imagine what it'd be like to do it on hard. Because when I was a kid, I always used to just play it on easy.
I only know one person who's done it on the hardest difficulty. I don't know many other people who's done it.
Yeah. For trophy's sake, I kind of want to get it to and sort of do the. Was it the figurines when you like? Do you when you get to the part where you do the shooting challenges and that?
Oh, the emblem, BSA emblems.
No. This is Resident Evil 4.
Isn't those BSA emblems on number 4, isn't it?
No, not
No, medallions, isn't it?
There isn't 5. Yeah, there is the blue medallions to get the gun.
Yeah, that's the one, blue medallions. I knew there was something that you shot.
Yeah. God, I remember like getting that gun for the first time, and I was just like,
Wasn't
it was called Punisher, wasn't it?
something like that? Didn't it have like a stock? It was a pistol with a stock.
No, it was more like a meaty pistol than one with a stock. It just had more kick to it.
Yeah.
But I'm not quite sure what to talk about. Do you think maybe like wrap it up?
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking.
Because I'll be probably getting something to eat soon. So
Yeah, I think we'll call it there then.
alright, so thanks for joining us for episode 4. Make sure to comment and that sort of good stuff, and we'll hopefully, if everything works, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, we don't know if it'll be video form or audio form, because audio form is easy to do, but video is more fun.
Yeah, so subscribe to find out.
Thank you and goodbye.
Goodbye.